Welcome back, everyone. Today we're venturing into New Jersey's forgotten ghost towns, places where time stands still and history lingers in the shadows. We're leaving behind the crowds to explore haunting ruins and overgrown streets, searching for the stories that history left behind. This isn't your typical travel guide. It's a journey into the eerie, unfiltered past of the Garden State. So, if you're ready to step off the beaten path and into the unknown, let's begin our exploration of New Jersey's abandoned ghost towns. Let's step into the shadows and see what secrets the Garden State is hiding. Our first stop is Batstow Village, deep in the Pine Barrens, a place once alive with the roar of ironworks. Founded in 1766, Batstow's ironworks forged cannons for the Revolution, powering a self-sufficient village with mills, a general store, and homes. Now, the preserved buildings stand as silent witnesses to a vanished era. The mansion looms, its windows empty, watching over deserted streets. Peering into the workers' cottages, you see the bare essentials, a reminder of the hard lives led here. The general store is frozen in time, shelves lined with relics of daily life. By Batstow Lake, the water is still, reflecting a sky as silent as the cold furnaces. Nature and time have reclaimed the village, but its story endures for those willing to listen. The silence here is unforgettable. Next, we enter the realm of legend, Ong's Hat. There are no buildings here, just dense forest, and a story that blurs the line between fact and fiction. The name comes from a local tale about a man's hat tossed into a tree, but the real mystery is far stranger. In the late 20th century, Ong's Hat became the center of a wild conspiracy. Secret labs, physicists, and a device called the egg, rumored to open portals to other dimensions. There's almost nothing left, just a few stones and depressions in the earth. The lack of evidence only fuels the legend. Did the scientists vanish into another reality? Ong's Hat is less a ghost town of ruins and more a ghost town of ideas, a modern myth born on the early internet. Whether you believe or not, Ong's Hat invites you to question what's real and what's possible. As I leave, the legend of Ong's Hat follows, a story that refuses to fade. Now we arrive at Whitesbog Village, birthplace of the cultivated blueberry. Once a thriving company town, Whitesbog was built on cranberries and innovation, led by Elizabeth White's vision. Today, deserted buildings and overgrown bogs echo with memories of thousands of workers who once filled the fields. The packing houses and cottages stand in quiet decay, sunlight streaming through broken windows onto rusted machinery. You can almost hear the chatter of pickers and smell the sweet scent of berries on the breeze. This was a seasonal town, alive with migrant workers during harvest, forming a vibrant temporary community. The massive packing house and Sunengive, Elizabeth White's home, are testaments to ambition and progress. The cottages, though empty, still feel lived in. Families once gathered on porches after long days. The landscape, once a sea of crimson cranberries, is now serene, reclaimed by nature. Whitesbog didn't die from disaster, but from the slow march of progress. It's a ghost town of innovation, its silence heavy with the memory of hard work and community. The industry is gone, but the land endures, a tribute to those who shaped it. As I walk the sandy roads, I'm struck by the quiet beauty of decay. Whitesbog is a place where the past lingers in every breeze. The ghosts here are gentle, memories of harvests and hope. The spirit of the blueberry lives on in this forgotten corner of New Jersey. Welcome to Feltville, the deserted village, tucked in the Watchung Reservation. Built in 1845 by David Felt as a mill town, it thrived for 15 years before fading into silence. The cycle repeated, a failed mill, a brief life as a summer resort, and finally, a quiet residential outpost. Each era left its mark, layering hope, failure, and abandonment into the atmosphere. Walking past clapboard houses and the old church, you feel the weight of lost dreams. Legends linger, like the tale of three witches seen dancing in the cemetery. The village's identity is one of emptiness, its energy a mix of forgotten ambitions and ghostly whispers. Some buildings have been restored, but most remain eerily quiet, foundations crumbling into the earth. Feltville isn't haunted by a single story, but by a chorus of them: industry, leisure, and loss. The past refuses to stay buried here. It's a place where every silence tells a story. The deserted village is a living reminder that some places can never quite hold on to the life they were given. Here, history lingers in the shadows. Feltville's ghosts are the echoes of dreams that never quite came true. Now we search for Raritan Landing, a ghost town hidden beneath Johnson Park. Once a bustling 18th century port, it was a hub for trade along the Raritan River, connecting farms to the world. Today, there are no buildings, just grassy fields concealing the foundations of homes, taverns, and warehouses. Archaeologists have uncovered pottery, coins, and tools, each a link to lives lived over 250 years ago. Imagine the creak of ships, the clatter of wagons, and the shouts of merchants, now replaced by quiet parkland. The town's decline came with war, canals, and railroads, slowly erasing its presence. The river port couldn't compete, and the town faded, swallowed by the landscape. Walking the riverbank, you search for clues. A depression here, a scatter of stones there. The absence of structures makes the story more powerful, forcing you to imagine what was lost. Raritan Landing is a lesson in how even the busiest places can vanish, leaving only faint echoes. The world we know is built on layers of forgotten towns. Next time you walk through a park, remember, you might be treading on the ghosts of a lost world. History is never as far away as it seems. Raritan Landing's story is buried but not forgotten. At Waterloo Village, time feels frozen in the 19th century. Once a bustling canal town on the Morris Canal, its restored homes and shops now stand silent, a perfect empty stage. The canal brought prosperity. Mills, an inn, a general store, and a church thrived here. Walking the main street, the buildings are intact but lifeless, as if the people vanished in an instant. The general store is stocked, the blacksmith's tools are ready, but the village is empty. The canal's locks and towpaths remain, reminders of a slower, steadier rhythm of life. Railroads spelled the end for the canal, and Waterloo slipped into slumber. Restored as a living history museum, it briefly came alive again, only to be abandoned once more. Now it's a ghost town twice over, a museum of a museum. Nostalgia hangs in the air, for a time dictated by mules and water. Waterloo is a monument to a forgotten way of life. Here you step into the past alone, with only the ghosts of canal men for company. The beauty is haunting, the silence profound. Waterloo Village is where history waits, perfectly preserved and eerily empty. Our final stop is Double Trouble Village, deep in the Pine Barrens. This company town thrived on lumber and cranberries, its story woven into the wild landscape. The name's origin is debated, beavers causing floods, or a minister's baptism mishap, but the folklore adds to its charm. The sawmill and dam powered the lumber trade, later giving way to cranberry bogs and a self-contained community. Today, the village is a state park, its white buildings simple and authentic against the pines. The sawmill is silent, the packing house empty, but the cranberry bogs endure, linking past and present. Walking through Double Trouble, you feel peace rather than haunting. Nature has reclaimed the village, creating a scene both melancholic and beautiful. It's a testament to the resourcefulness of those who lived here, making a life in the harsh pines. The trouble is long gone, replaced by tranquility. Double Trouble is a gentle memory, not a ghost story. Here, the cycles of industry and nature are on full display. It's a quiet, fitting end to our journey through New Jersey's forgotten places. Our journey through New Jersey's ghost towns ends here. We've walked silent streets, chased legends, and uncovered stories buried by time. These ruins are monuments to dreams, struggles, and lives that shaped the Garden State. Which ghost town surprised you most? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this exploration, subscribe for more journeys into the unknown. Until next time, stay curious and keep listening to the whispers of the past.